Gentlemen, you have now entered the
GQ プレイズ
Ladies and gentlemen, you have now entered the
We'll say that again.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy GQ. And once again, I'm here with Boulevard, and we are here representing live from the bench. But today, we want to have a little bit of fun. We're going to do our normal thing. We're going to discuss something, but we want to introduce you to something new. One thing a lot of people don't know about Boulevard and ourselves, a lot of people know that Boulevard and us and myself, we have history in sports, coaches, executives, whatever. We have history. We played, we did it, you know. So we know what the fuck we're talking about. But one thing about Boulevard and myself is that we're gamers, you know. We game, and I said to Boulevard, I said, hey, let's give our fans a look at what we do outside of this, because you know maybe the sports people aren't watching. Maybe let's try to reach out to the other people. Let's educate the others about gaming, maybe. So, we're gonna introduce something called GQ Plays. I'm gonna be playing some of the games that I play here when I'm not recording. And today, this is a fairly new game. It came out on the 17th, so it's only been out for 10 days. I have already got a playthrough going, and me and Boulevard, since we discussed it, so I've been working on a few things before we wanted to launch it. So without further ado, we're gonna play Retro Rewind. And I'm not sure if you're one of those people who's old enough to remember Blockbuster. Boulevard and myself, we both understand Blockbuster. We endured Blockbuster, or we miss it. You remember Blockbuster, right, Boulevard?
Very much so, yes. More for
Yeah,
renting
and we
games.
never rewinded. We never rewinded our movies. It was stupid to do things like that.
Right. I'm wasting my time rewinding for years.
Yeah. So we're gonna be playing our own. So I already have a playthrough. I already have a game save, but I'm gonna be creating a new game save just for you guys. And basically, what's gonna happen on this is you are going to be going through this journey through Retro Rewind. So I'm only gonna play this for you, this version, this save file for you guys watching at home. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Okay. I just want to point out, like, while you were talking, Sami Zayn just dropped Trick Williams.
Say what?
Sami Zayn just dropped Trick Williams on SmackDown. Anyway, while you're getting started on there, I'm gonna get the conversation going here. Okay. So, how'd you feel about watching the U.S. The flag football games? I don't even know how to describe it. It was like a round robin thing, and basically, yeah, Team USA stomped the hell out of all the other teams.
Yeah.
Contest as it shouldn't have been.
Yes. So it was kind of funny because because I remember when they first talked about the USA being represented in the Olympics, I was kind of excited about it. You know, I was actually very excited about it, and then it dawned on me that I didn't really give Darnell Doucette, I think that's his name.
Mm-hmm. Wish to set, yeah.
I didn't really give him the respect that he deserved because when somebody starts talking about like, oh, I don't think the NFL players should feel as though they're entitled to it. And looking back, I understood where he come from. This is his sport, and who are they to just come in and take his sport from him? But I was kind of annoyed. So I said, bro, you ain't better than the NFL players. And
You ain't bad.
I said, yeah, basically, I said, you're not good. And I ended up looking like an idiot because He came out here, he played his game, and he showed everybody that this ain't your game. So, sure enough, he told us this ain't your game, bro. This is mine.
Yeah,
With that being said,
I mean,
Darnell, shit. I want to tell you in front of everybody that may be watching or may not be watching. I apologize. You are him when it comes to quarterbacking this game of what is this game called again? I
flag
mean,
football.
flag football. Yeah, flag football. You are him, and I owe you an apology.
Hmm. See,
So
I'll put it
yeah,
like
that's
this.
what I want. Huh?
I'll put it like this. It's a different sport altogether. I'm pretty sure even the
Yeah,
ball is different. So there's a whole learning curve involved, and when you're facing a national team, these players got what like minimum 4 years experience playing football. So that's a hell of a head start on any pro like NFL player. But yeah, I mean, when he said it, it did sound like a little bit of a reach, a little bit of shooting his own horn, pumping himself up, because we only see NFL players, and they're supposed to be like the top of the top as far as athletes, professional athletes. And that being said, we never actually watched the damn flag football game, not a real top level flag football game. So how would we even know what the hell we talking about? We're
right.
all out here looking at him like he's stupid. We're the ones that's ignorant to it. So yeah, he went out there. They got the job done. I mean, if they had taken a loss, that would have said a lot more than anything. But
Right, I agree.
Bush is a monster. Belton Brown is a monster. That being said, RG3 made the team.
He
So
did.
yeah, he did. He actually did.
Wow.
Yeah.
Uh,
I
good for
remember
him.
seeing it, of all people, Daryl Green was trying to make the team.
Yeah, I saw that. It was somebody else that was trying to make a comeback.
Hmm.
Can't remember who it was. Was it Devin Hester? I think it was.
Ooh, that would have been
So,
nice.
but I'm still waiting to see what happens with him. I think Tyreek Hill was trying.
Hmm.
OJ Beckham Jr. He's saying that he wants to do this flag as like a comeback for him.
Hmm.
So I guess we'll see.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
excited for it because I like flag football, and I feel like there's a lot of people who don't like football because of its barbaric nature. I don't think it's barbaric. I think football is amazing, and contact is a part of what it is.
Yeah.
But there's some people that just don't like it because it has that contact.
Reputation, at least, even still,
Yeah.
they got a reputation as being a violent sport. It's not violent so much as it's physical. I mean, some players like you have to teach some players how to fall, shit like that. So, like Tua, they had to teach that man how to fall. But
Yeah.
it's a physical game. It's not a violent game. And I mean, it used to be a violent game. People used to get smacked in their ear almost 10, 20 times a game. See, that's
Oh,
violent. That's literally smacking somebody in the face. Now, worse you
yeah.
get, like, you might get poked in the eye a couple times. You might get meat in your junk. I don't know, but it's nowhere near as violent as it used to be. So, anybody that's still saying it's a violent sport to that level is just not
Right.
watching the game at all.
So I will admit that a glitch just occurred on the game, and it just happened. So,
Uh,
like I said, I had a previous save file, and I guess all my achievements from the last save file carried over. So I was able to claim a bunch of money, and so it is what it is. I can't.
money.
Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm not really gonna cry about it.
You're not going to shed no tears.
Yeah,
Why
I ain't
would
gonna
this
shed
damn
no
thing come
tears.
off the screen?
Huh?
Oh, I got crap on my screen I don't want on my screen. So, there
So,
it is. All right.
so I got movies I'm going to claim. But you can continue, keep going. Yeah,
Okay. No, I'm done with it. I mean, I talked about everything I wanted to cover. I could go into more detail, like what it would actually take, the type of players that they would need for that type of game. But I feel like You've spent a whole lot of time on flag football. I
Hmm.
just hope this is the start of, say, like maybe a professional league.
That would
It's
really
not
be
like they'll
nice.
make like WNBA money or anything like that, but it'll still be professional level. If the lingerie football league or whatever it's called now can exist, why can't a professional flag football league?
Yeah.
So make
So
it
I
happen,
would.
dog. Mhm.
I think this is a very big thing. I think it's a really great idea because it it extends the life of the game in a sense. Because I feel as though a lot of people are giving up on the sport, and it extends the life of the game in a certain
Yeah.
way. I think.
Also makes it use to say like over 40 players that are just too old for the NFL, kind of like the big three does
Yeah.
for basketball. It finds a home for the older players, and they don't have to get all beat up and broken. Not really so much the D linemen or anything like that, but there's other stuff they can do. They can go be wrestlers or some shit like that. But yeah, it's another option, and that can only be good for the game. Maybe it'll cut some of these little smaller, quicker players that are mostly just gimmick players in the NFL or primarily returners or something like that. Maybe this gives them a place where they can really use their skills. I mean, this only makes the USA, it puts them on another level to see what they did to the USA. It put eyes on a product and everybody sees that, yeah, this is something else and whatever it is, we're good at it. So, yeah, I like it. I'm rooting for the USA team, obviously,
Yeah.
but that's 2028, right? We're a long ways away from that. I think it goes from 24 to 12 at this point. They pick their top 24, and from there they're going to cut down to 12 by the time whatever starts the Olympics. Plus, there'll probably be some national leagues, some leagues, whatever we call it, like cups or whatever, something of that nature every year. Keep the team warmed up. Yeah. You got anything else for that? Because I'm past it now.
Yeah. I think that's about. I think that's what I. That's about it.
All right. Oh, let's get a little weird. Let's get weird. Man posing as adult film star targeted NFL, NBA players in phishing scam, prosecutors slay. You're just going to read from the article from the Times. The NFLPA alerted certified agents that their athletes, along with NBA players, may have been targeted by a man who allegedly posed as a female adult swim star and is accused of running a phishing scam that prosecutors say evolved into a fraud and sex trafficking scheme. What do you think? Does this sound interesting? Is this, I don't know.
So wait. You said somebody, one of the players was.
No, not
Oh,
one
you
of the
said
players.
multiple.
No, the NFLPA alerted, I guess sent out like an email or something in that nature to the agents that their athletes, along with NBA players, may have been targeted by a man who allegedly posed as a female adult swim star, Tiana Trump, and is accused of running a phishing scam that prosecutors say evolved into a fraud and sex trafficking scheme.
Uh,
He was sending him materials and shit saying he was the girl.
this is what they get.
He is Kwame Ford of Beaufort, Georgia, has been charged with 9 counts of wire fraud, 7 counts of computer fraud, 1 count of access device fraud, 4 counts of aggravated identity theft, and 1 charge of sex trafficking. And this ain't even dude first time around, but I mean, that don't need to. This ain't even his first fraud shit. That's just what he do. That's his thing. He's a fraud guy. But he started in 20. No, he started in November 2020 while still in custody, according to prosecutors. So I don't know. He used a phishing scheme to obtain login credentials for Apple accounts belonging to NBA and NFL players through a two-pronged approach. He allegedly posted online as a well-known adult film star, Tiana Trump, offering to send sexually explicit videos to athletes while simultaneously posing as an Apple customer service representative and asking victims via text message to provide usernames, passwords, or multi-factor authentication authentication codes to access the videos that the adult film star persona was trying to send. Dozens of victims were allegedly tricked into providing their account information, allowing Ford to obtain their credit and debit card data and spend thousands on personal items. Y'all dumb. That's what I'm saying on that. Y'all dumb as shit.
Yeah.
Y'all just dumb as hell. Ain't no excuse for that. Y'all on the internet like, oh, I'm being thirst trapped by a porn star. Motherfucker, you ain't Zion Williamson. That's his
Oh
thing.
shit.
Like,
That
come
was
on.
funny.
Well,
Zion.
Mom, if you will fall for this on the internet, you will fall for any damn thing.
And that's where my thought, that's where my head was at. Because it's like, how is it that, like, come, all right, you have a team. So first off, if somebody actually does get caught up in that, I have one thing to say to them: fire your agent, fire whoever you was affiliated with, because I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to set you up, because it doesn't make sense to me how anybody can, like, because I remember, didn't Tom Brady, Giselle, Mark Brunell, all them fuckers got caught up in like
Yeah,
them schemes?
yeah. I know Brunell got in it. Yeah, that's why he stuck around for like 6 more seasons because he got ripped off. I think Bernie Madoff got them, got Brunell.
Like it concerns me that that can even happen,
Yeah.
because and the reason it concerns me is because it shouldn't be something that professional athletes should ever be
Mm-hmm.
caught up with. And it's not because I think professional athletes are smarter,
Mm-hmm.
but you should be surrounded by people who are looking out for things like that.
Yeah.
Because
But
if
it's like
my
the former owners of the Mets also got by Bernie Madoff at the same time. So yeah, everybody's a sucker.
because I know me personally, I'm not getting, you're not getting me.
Right.
Like, you're not getting me because first off, and I think I think one of the reasons why I can say that we'll never, like, I will never get got is because I'm broke. I'm a broke motherfucker. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm not risky enough to do anything with my money. I'm too broke. So if somebody's like, yo, give me $20,000 and put it on this cryptocurrency, this crypto coin, I ain't doing it because I ain't got $20,000 to give me, my man. So
Mm-hmm.
I don't, and I know, just me personally, the people around me are gonna be like, don't do it. So when people get caught up in stuff like that, it's just so baffling to me. And
Yeah.
then a porn star like you, why would why would Tiana Trump reach out to you?
Right.
Like, if Tiana Trump wanted to reach out to you, she gonna fly out.
Yeah.
She got
Like,
bread. She not broke. She gonna come find you.
right. Like, that's the thing. Okay, I'm sitting there looked it up. First year salary for an NFL player is 840,000. First year salary for an NBA player is 1.2 million. Why are y'all chasing porn stars on the fucking internet? Why don't you go find a
That
professional
part.
woman? Why are y'all chasing? As my old lady says, why are y'all scraping the bottom of the barrel?
That
Like you
I
are,
agree with that.
you are. I mean, like just straight out the gate, you're like, sure, they may be fun, but you know that's coming with mental fucking problems. You know that's coming with trauma. You know there's something a little off when they even get into that field. Why would you put yourself in that situation? You know there's all sorts of women out there trying to trap you. Why would you
Yeah.
willingly walk into that situation like that? You have to know better. You have to know better. Then, like, you can't even confirm it's a real person because you're doing this bullshit through the damn internet. Like, All your life, you've been hearing about people getting scammed on the internet, and you're like, "Gee, I should just throw this. I should just give up all my information to this Apple because I got damn blackmail because I'm an idiot, like chasing ass on the internet." It's just
Right.
dumb, bro. It's just dumb as shit. I don't understand it. It's like you a
And
professional athlete. Y'all professional athletes. Just because y'all want to dress like fools to walk into the damn game, you can't ignore the fact you're professional athletes. Okay. Some of you have actually put some time in and put a few years in college and have degrees and shit. Why are you going at the porn stars? Why are you going to be
exactly.
there? Is that what's going to be there for you when your career is over 15 years from now? Is that who you're going to be wiped up with? No. Is that going to be anything but a damn albatross on your back? No. That's a bad move. And any agent worth their salt, anybody who speaks at the rookie symposiums, has already explained this shit to you. So if you're still getting caught up at that point, and you're in the damn league, you're surrounded by people who've been through similar experiences, or at least know people who have, and you're still dumb enough to do it. I don't understand.
I agree.
I could see if you were an old person getting scammed on a phone, but you're not. You're getting scammed on your phone, and you can go look up the damn information to see that it's fake. Just the
Exactly.
dumbest of dumb. I don't, fools, just fools.
And what's crazy about me is what is baffles me about this is because what you said was you're a pro athlete making millions, making money,
Hmm.
or even you're making $500,000 a year. You don't need to go out. You don't need to jump in DMs, and that's I feel like some people just forget who they are. Like if I got 5,000 if I got 500,000 in my bank account, I'm not jumping in the DM. I
Hmm.
don't need to jump into a DM. I don't need. I'm not responding to somebody jumping in my DM.
They don't even want you. They want your lifestyle.
Yeah,
Like, how you fall for that? Half the time, like you special. You're not special. You're still the same ugly ass kid you was in fourth grade. And you should always remember that. Whoever
you
you are,
will always
professional
be.
athlete. Shit. They stop playing. You look like a clown. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's because they know it even in heart they still that ugly ass kid from around the way. I don't know. But when you move into those brackets, those millionaire ass brackets, your taste has to move up too.
Yeah,
Like
I agree.
you should be looking for somebody who can meet you at your damn level instead of just trying to get yourself set up to knock somebody up and have to pay 18 years of child support right there on the spot like Aaron Edwards.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy in and of itself, right
Yeah,
there.
that's what just going to end up. You're going to end up having to pay 18 years for some shit, and then you find out, like how you said, 18 birthday, you find out it wasn't his, and that could be you. Just for you falling for some shit on the internet. Wisen up. Adults should know better. Adults should not be falling for this shit at this point. We're far too advanced. We've had the internet for far too long to still fall for crap like this. Use your knowledge. Use your damn brain. I don't even know who specific players are, but use your damn brains. This shit's just nonsense. Then I got to sit there and talk about it because some idiot is still falling for the same old traps and getting bribed and calling Apple like, "I need help. She tricked me." What a damn fool. Damn fool.
I'm a firm believer if you get tricked, that's on you.
It
In
is.
any
It
type of
really. Can't nobody, shouldn't nobody be trying to help you get fooled or some shit like that. You get caught in a honeypot or some bullshit. That's on you. Should have known better. You should have seen it coming. Open your eyes. Abre los ojos. Shit.
Tiana
So,
Trump
yeah,
for the
once they
win.
want to get to do yeah,
Tiana Trump.
right. Sure.
I ain't
Somebody
checking for
like
Tiana.
DJ Reader checks his phone. Just use the DJ Reader as an example. Yeah, because that's who she's going for.
It was
Right.
crazy. It was another basketball player, Matt Barnes, I think it was. They got for somebody got him for 60,000. If it wasn't Matt
Ooh.
Barnes, I apologize to Matt Barnes because it wasn't you. But somebody got for like 60,000,
Yeah,
and I thought it was insane
it is.
that he was got for 60,000. Cause you're not getting me. You're not getting me. I'm sorry. I ain't got it on.
Right.
So, yeah, that's what I felt about that.
Uh, all right. Well, I can't sum it up any better. It's a bad move. It's bad luck. Then you're making all us men look bad by doing it. All right. So yeah, in the boxing, we don't usually talk about boxing here too much, but I mean, I do pay attention to it. There was a bill that passed the House called the Muhammad Ali Boxing Revival Act, and don't fall for it. The name is manipulated as hell. It would allow UFC style United Boxing Organizations. Okay, United Boxing Organizations. I don't know what just happened on that other screen. I don't know what happened on your game there. I
I
just heard
leveled
him.
up.
Oh,
My apologies. I leveled up.
well, it would allow UFC style organizations that would control the fighters' pay and their fights, and presumably have their own belts, kind of like the one Dana and them got now. Also, Dana White was very much involved in this bill and trying to push it through. But under boxing's current system, the law requires a separation between the promoters who put on the fight and the sanctioning body who handle the rankings, the titles, and the matchmaking. The
Mm,
Revival Act allowed these UBOs to handle all of those things as sort of a one-stop shop, similar to what the UFC is to MMA. But it would only mean, obviously, what this would be for boxing, and this would completely change the sport. I mean, there are benefits. Let me just start with benefits. There are benefits because you'd probably get better health care, better insurance, and there's that. But at the same time, you'll probably make less belt per fight, I mean, less money per fight, while they make more. You're giving your literal brain to the game. They will make more off of you. But the main benefit you get out of it is healthcare. But let's say you lose 2 fights in a row, you're probably not even under that company anymore. Now what are you going to do? Because this will take away all the independence that fighters have. I mean, though they're really kind of locked into management, but to put them under a whole corporation would limit what they could do. And for like some boxers to get under that, yeah, they would just disappear. They get lost in the shuffle.
yeah.
Especially if you look at UFC, it's pretty easy to get lost in the shuffle. The roster's bloated. You don't want that with boxing because boxing, you're going to end up having a bunch of people who aren't very good at what they do if you're just signing everyone. I mean, this is mostly so that so Dana White and Zupa and TKO and Dever, whatever, can kind of get their hands in boxing more, get their hands deeper in boxing,
Yeah.
and that's not good for the sport. Just like UFC, they're at the top, they're not necessarily good for the fighters. They won't be good for the fighters in UFC, and won't be good for the fighters of boxing. So don't get me wrong, though. I don't really like that there's so many divisions now. Like so many, not divisions, so many different WBO, WBF, IBF, WBC,
Mm, yeah.
all of that. There's too many. There's too many. Then you had the King belt, I mean, what's that, the ring title. Now you got this new UFC, Zupa boxing, whatever belt. Like, it's just too many already. If they're going to do anything, streamline that shit. Streamline all these damn belts. Maybe have everybody, all these damn organizations all contribute into one belt that means everything. Because otherwise, you're just walking around gaudy as fuck with 3 belts. If you're already undisputed, you're already undisputed. There should only be one belt if you're undisputed. That's the
I agree.
So, yeah, but I don't particularly care for this because in the long run, it still doesn't help the boxers. It doesn't help the fighters. It does. They will have healthcare while they're under the company, but they probably presume they won't when they leave the company. I presume they won't have a pension when they retire. They don't now, so this doesn't benefit them in the long run. I don't see how it benefits boxing at all. It doesn't make it safer. It doesn't prevent things. We prevent accidents. So how does it actually benefit fighters other than they get eye testing, they get CTE testing and shit like that? How does it
Mhm.
benefit? I'm sorry, I done rambled like 3 minutes. You talk on it.
No, I mean, see, typically I don't. Typically, I'm not really. I don't watch much boxing. It's one of those things that kind of I missed out on when hanging out with my dad. Was my dad was a big because Pop was a big box. He liked boxing. It's one
Oh,
of
I
those
know.
things.
That's why I watch it.
Yes. So I feel like that's one of the things that I missed out on. But looking back at it though, I feel
Yeah.
like with any business, with any entity that does, I feel like when you once you start putting too many brands or corporations get involved with certain things, when it becomes less of the product and more of the brand, I feel like that's when you start diluting the product and now
Yeah.
it's not even going to be good to watch anymore. And for somebody that never really watched boxing but what is sort of interested, when I knowing that I don't like that side of business, it kind of turns me off of actually in being interested in it. Um, so yeah,
Why is your popcorn machine broke?
I haven't unlocked it yet.
Ah, that makes sense. Okay.
I'll come back to
Moving
that.
on. What's our numbers looking like? Oh, making good time. All right. Uh, okay. So Bleacher Report said the Eagles should trade for Jesse Bates. Which I like Jesse Bates well enough, but he's got a $24.8 million cap hit. They said since he's in his final year, he can help the secondary after the losses. I mean, he's solid. He would definitely be a help. But would you sign him? Would you trade for him?
All right, so this is something that has been like the whole trading. It's it's been like one of these things that's been wrecking my mind because the AJ Brown situation, that whole thing.
Yeah.
And there's probably gonna be a lot of people that think they're gonna say, "Oh, you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Shut up." I do know what I'm talking about. I'm a GM, but I'm not trying to toot my own horn when I say that. What I'm
He
saying is,
literally is, y'all.
what I'm saying is, you gotta really gotta consider what you're dealing with when you're talking about trading and signing people. Considering that cap space is a literal monster in this sport.
Yeah.
So it can literally fuck you sideways if you start dealing with money that you ain't got. So,
Yeah.
for example, if we trade for Jesse Bates, like you just said, he just got a new cap hit. So now that's something we're gonna have to take on. We don't really have the money for it.
No.
We couldn't afford to keep the players we had. And now you're saying go out and get more. Go out and get more people that we're not going to be able to afford over the next 3 years. And then when it comes up, we gotta renegotiate or with our players that we want to keep because I'm not sure how old Jesse Bates is, but I'm pretty sure he's on the wrong side of
29.
25.
29.
29?
Just turned 29 last couple weeks
Yeah.
ago.
So he's on the wrong side of 25. I mean, granted, you want to win, so you want to bring the Eagles back to Super Bowl contention. I understand it 100%. But at the same time, when you gotta, when salary cap is something that you have to consider, this ain't a good idea. And I know, and it's
Ah!
oh, they get weirder and weirder. These movie titles and the covers, they get weirder and weirder. And then you'll actually see some of them. They're like parodies of other movies. So I'm actually going to show you a few once they start popping up. Let me
Yes,
see if I
show off your habitat. We got a few minutes to kill before I get into the next one.
uh,
I mean,
they're
those are
mainly the new releases. You'll see some of the new releases. You're like, oh, I know what that is.
good.
Um, But yeah, that's how I feel like we're because like when people keep bringing up the AJ Brown trade, I'm a GM, so I'm thinking of it from a GM's standpoint is like you can't give me a legitimate reason. Like for example, Boulevard, play devil's advocate. Why would I trade AJ Brown?
You want me to tell you the reasons too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Well, the only valid reason by any fan's perspective, but just casual fans, that he's a demon. He complains a lot. Does performances for the media to get attention for himself. Those are the reasons to get rid of him. Those are the only reasons to get rid of him, as far as I can tell. I mean, if you consider the contract, this wouldn't be the season to dump that contract because the blowback would still hit you. I mean, I'm sorry, shit. I'm supposed to give reasons why. I'm out of reasons why. That's it.
Okay.
That's it.
So uh, as a fan,
Oh wait, wait,
of the
wait,
Eagles.
wait. No, I got others. Wait, I'm sorry. I
Oh, okay.
do
Go ahead. Sorry.
because we've also signed two other players that can almost do what you do, almost. And if we could get similar production between the two of those, then we get more bang for our buck, and we can use that money elsewhere. But yeah, that's all I got.
See, I I don't I don't agree with the AJ Brown trade yet. I
Right.
feel like maybe in a year or two, let him
It's
start
not
shopping
this year.
around. But the reason why I say I'm not trading AJ Brown is because I'm not going to get what I want for him.
Right.
So if I'm not going to get exactly what I want for him, I'd rather get some production from him. I'd rather get the player that I'm going to get because he's going to give you 1,000 yards. He's going to give you those catches. He's going to give you those big plays that you're going to need to win. So if I'm not getting what I absolutely want for him, if you're not giving me exactly what I want for him, then I'm not trading him away because there's no benefit in me trading him away. Yeah, to your point, we did bring in Hollywood Brown and Elijah Moore, solid receivers. They're not AJ Brown. So I'm not going to look at two receivers who aren't AJ Brown to come in and replace AJ Brown because they're not going to do it. They're still going to
Right.
like you looking at Elijah Moore and Hollywood Brown to maybe fill that wide receiver 3 spot that has been questionable for years in Philadelphia. I think the last time we had a solid wide receiver 3 was when we had Nelson Aguilar because we had Alshon Jeffrey, Torrey Smith, and Nelson Aguilar. That was the last time we had a a possibly acceptable receiver 3 because he was Nelson Aguilar gave you 40 to 50 receptions. He put up numbers. I think he almost got 1,000 yards one season. He might have got 1,000 yards, but I just feel like there's not enough. Like no one's giving me what I want for AJ Brown, so there's no reason for me to give him up. Because I'm not going to compromise on what I want for him, so I'm not trading him. And I feel as though when you got a player that's on the wrong side of 29, that's going to cost me too much, when I know next year I'm going to want to bring somebody in that's still young and still can provide for me, and it's not an injury risk. So I don't think trading for him is going to be enough. I'd much rather just rock out with the guys that's on my roster than getting somebody that might not be enough for me or might not do it. I don't know. Maybe he'll come in and he'll
According to
completely
this, the most we get paid.
go ahead.
Oh,
Oh
I
no,
was just going to talk about the money. The most
yeah, go
if
ahead.
they treat it after June 1st, they get the $7 million back. That's all. That would be the whole benefit. That would be the entire benefit you get off of that. Seven
That
million
doesn't.
after June 1st, and whatever draft picks you get for next season, because you're not getting anything for this season that's going to be valuable enough. No
Right.
team's going to give you the ones that you want. Or something at least equal value to that. Because if you look at the way that's the only way you can value it. the only way you can value it, because if you look at the other wide receivers that have been moved, and it's easy to say that AJ is superior to both of those. So what was that, a 2 and a 3? 4, yeah, I can't remember who exactly it was, but yeah, it was a 2 and a 3, I believe. Like much less
Yeah.
value than they were on a lower tier of wide receiver than AJ Brown is. It would be like one of the top 5 to 7 in the league. So he should be. I mean, he would be worth more than those other 2 receivers. So I've just drawn a blank on who the hell it was. Who the hell got moved? But whatever. Yeah, even having Elijah Moore and Hollywood Brown in there, yeah, it looks great on paper. It does. I'm gonna ask you about that one too. But actually, yeah, let me just go and slide into that.
Yeah.
Now that
Why
it's
not?
AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Hollywood Brown. What were we just talking? We were just talking about him. What's his name? The hell's his name?
Elijah Moore.
Elijah Moore. Yeah. Where do you rank him? Where do you rank our wide receiver room now? I mean, especially when you consider like the other rookie, those 2 rookies are still there, like Johnny and Enos, and Darius Cooper. If there's somewhere we're fighting with a bunch of people for those last couple spots. Where do you rank the wide receiver room?
So I've ranked our number 1 and number 2 right there at the top,
Okay.
with the Bengals, with the Rams having Puka Nakua and Devontae, right up there with. I'm not sure who Seattle has on the other side of Jackson Smith and Jigba. Well, they got Rasheed Rice, so I mean, no, I'm Shaheed. I'm sorry.
Yeah, they got Shaheed out there.
Yeah, they got Shaheed. So I mean, they're still a solid team, but I still look at it from 1 and 2. I look at that, but I feel like I still don't know what we're gonna get from Hollywood Brown. I don't know if we're gonna get rookie year Hollywood Brown with Lamar, burning, taking the top off the offense. I don't know if we're getting that, and I'm not sure. Not sure who Elijah Moore is, because he's not necessarily. I don't know who he is. I know who he is. I'm aware of Elijah Moore. I'm just not sure what version of him we're getting. If we're getting maybe 15 catches Elijah Moore, or if he's actually going to be a serviceable number 3 receiver. I don't know. Is he going to make? So I feel like when it comes to now entire receiving core, there's way too many questions for me to, way too many questions on what we have behind Devontae. We have depth for once. I'll say that.
Yeah.
But rating who's the best, I feel like we still don't have it. We still don't have a solid number 3 for me to actually say the Eagles got it, because I don't think we do.
I'd say they're both an improvement over Dodson easily. Dodson and Cooper.
Oh
And
yeah,
everyone
they're
else.
definitely an improvement. They're an improvement over Zacchaeus,
Yeah.
Watkins, over Hot Dodson. So 100%, they're a big improvement. And
I
if they're
also want to
even
point out. Yo, go ahead.
they can be a shell of their former selves, they're an improvement.
Mm-hmm.
Because
But
Jahan didn't give us anything.
yeah, nothing. Elijah Moore had 100 plus targets 2 of the last 3 seasons. So
Mm,
he's out there. He's getting open. Problem is he's only caught 57.14% of them in his career. In his career, he's only caught 57%. So I mean, maybe he's
yeah,
good in limited doses. If you start giving him the ball too much, he stops. He doesn't. He stops being effective.
right,
That's how it looks to me. So, he'll be good in small dosage. Hollywood Brown will be good taking the top off the defense, because there's no way in hell you can focus on him when you got AJ and Devontae out there. So he
right.
should be effective, but I wouldn't say to a rookie year level. No, I'd say just effective enough. Because let's say you give him about 60 targets, 60 targets, and he catches 35, 36. He can live with that. I feel like I could live with that.
I
Like
could live with that.
36 for 550 or so. Yeah, I can live with that as long as he's getting the most out of those targets, actually doing what he's getting paid to do, which is zoom, basically.
Yeah.
So yeah, as long as he can give us that, which is what his skill set's supposed to be, then nobody will complain. If he
That
goes
falls
out there
on
and
Sean
he just
Mannion.
starts taking plays off and not running his routes hard or dropping passes because he's scared of getting hit, or just the shit that got him kicked out of Baltimore, then the same thing's going to happen here.
Yeah. Let's just
But
hope our offensive coordinator has a brain on his a
he
brain.
seems to be smarter than the last guy. But the last guy was basically Billy's dad from Billy and Mandy, as far as intelligence.
Shout out to Billy and Mandy.
Right? No,
Oh,
I mean, there's also the benefit that he's tight with A.J. Brown. I mean, I don't know if that's going to be a good or a bad for the team, but A.J. says he helped him through his mental health shit. So that sounds good. And the negative is he could turn out to be start acting just like A.J. Brown is. Now we got two knuckleheads in the locker room. Yeah, these are not issues we need. This should be a bounce back season, but it could easily go off the rails too. So the chemistry's got to be there.
yeah.
I mean, I've heard that it was like a last ditch effort to keep Brown, but again, that was another person that's harping on is trade AJ Brown. The Eagles are going to trade AJ Brown. Everybody's just hopping all over. It's ridiculous.
And you know what's funny? Because when the AJ Brown trade rumor started, that was just one rumor that, and usually me, I'm gullible as hell when it comes to like when I start hearing certain things like, oh, the Eagles are finally gonna get Justin Simmons. This is when the Eagles are gonna get Buda Baker. I'm one of those people that I jump on those.
Yeah.
The whole AJ Brown trade, that was just one of those things that, from a perspective, I didn't see it benefiting the team, so I just wasn't really
Yeah.
receptive to it. Because I feel like
Well,
you don't win a Super Bowl trading AJ Brown. You don't go back to the Super Bowl trading AJ Brown.
no, you don't. You do not. Actually, probably finish worse because you take away one of your strongest weapons. And that weapon takes pressure off of everyone else on the offense. So that would be a big loss across the board.
Yeah. Fuck, I messed up.
Yeah. All right.
Sorry.
Do you have anything else sports or am I on to the nonsense trivia stuff? Looks like I'm on to the nonsense trivia stuff. All right.
Nonsense trivia.
Only 14 NFL Hall of Famers were drafted number one. The sixth draft pick has produced 15 Hall of Famers, actually more than any of the top five. So I ask you, which of these six picks are future Hall of Famers? Leonard Williams, Ronnie Stanley, Jamal Adams, Quentin Johnson, Daniel Jones, Justin Herbert, Jalen Waddle, Akeem Ekwonu, Harris Johnson, and Ashton Genty.
All right, so let's go one by one
Yeah,
because that was a lot of names.
it was. I agree. Leonard Williams,
No.
Ronnie Stanley,
The Baltimore O lineman? No.
but you made that look seem harder than it was. Jamal Adams.
The safety converted
Yep.
linebacker? Yes.
Really? I feel like he started, he was on the path and definitely didn't just fell
Yeah, he
off.
definitely fell off a bit.
Yeah. Quentin Johnson.
Quentin Johnson. I'm trying to remember who Quentin Johnson is.
Wait, no, I'm trying to remember. Is it the quarterback? I mean, the wide receiver or quarterback?
Quentin. The Chargers?
Yeah,
Oh, hell no.
I
Hell
think
no.
so. Yeah, no.
He is no, not a Hall of Famer. Took too
Interesting
long for
fact.
him how say that again?
Huh?
I was just saying Quentin Johnson took too long to figure out who he is. Who's
Uh,
the, who's the
yeah,
next
he
one?
was what, 5 days before September 11th. Daniel Jones,
No.
Justin Herbert. Yep, Herbert.
Now you know how I feel about Justin Herbert. I'm
You
not
feel the way any real fan feels about Justin Herbert. He actually sucks, but nobody wants to admit it. Jalen Waddle.
Yeah. Hasn't he gotten 1,000 yards every year of his career? Just about.
Yeah,
Maybe he just missed it
solid.
last
He's
year.
been solid.
Yeah, he's a Hall of Famer.
He's not like top level yet, but he could get there, especially now that he's now that he's going to be number one in Denver. Slants all day. Kim Ekwonu.
Akeem, who's that?
Yeah, that says it all. No, Paris Johnson Jr.
Paris didn't. Oh no, absolutely not. He's not even. I don't think he's on the team anymore, or he's probably like a backup. I don't
Absolutely
think he's a starter.
not. Yeah. And finally, Ashton Genty.
So I think it's too
And
early
he's
for
only played
Ashton.
for a year. Yeah.
Ask me again in 2 years. That's
Right?
the question. You got to ask that question again in a couple years.
Yeah, that's not even fair, that one. All right. And my actual trivia question. Can you name the top 10 NFL sacks leaders? I mean the official list, not the unofficial list. Which has Deacon Jones on it.
Is J.J. Watt on the list?
Not in the top 10, no.
Javon Curse?
Oh.
I'm just going to be throwing people's names out there because I'm telling you this right now. I don't know.
J.J. Watt is tied for 27th with Daniil Hunter. No,
Aaron
think like
Donald?
the greatest pass rushers of all time.
Michael Strahan.
Michael Strahan is 6th.
All right. Reggie White.
Reggie White is 2nd.
Jerome Brown.
No.
I'm not going to say. Sex. Miles Garrett. He's got to be.
Myles Garrett is tied for 20th
Fuck.
with Dwight Freeney.
Dwight Freeney?
Yeah, it's 20th.
Oh, okay. You said. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's a loss for me. I don't know. Cause I'm trying to think. I think I'm just drawing blanks here.
All right, I'm gonna give you some teams then. All right. Cowboys tied for number 9 is the Dallas Cowboys. He played from 2005 to 2016.
DeMarcus Ware.
Yeah. And he's tied with a guy who got most of his numbers for the Broncos.
Von Miller.
Okay. This guy was a Raven. Some people said he looks like me. Pissed me off.
T Sizzle.
This guy's a pretty boy. Played for the Dolphins. His sister gets passed around Fox Studios.
Jason Taylor.
Mm-hmm.
That's fucked up.
You got Michael. I know, right? You got Michael Strahan. You may not get this next one. Played for the Falcons. Retired in '99.
Abraham?
No.
It's not John Abraham.
No. I don't
Keith
think you'll ever. You may not even have ever heard of this player.
It's not Keith Brooken then.
Chris Dolman.
No, I don't know who that is.
All right, number 4 was a Panther. Played basketball for University of North Carolina and football.
Panther. Yeah.
You know, greatest Panthers of all time.
Coochly.
No, he wasn't a rusher. This guy, I believe, was 6'7",
Green?
290. Green is number 3.
Wait, who?
We're
Kevin
at
Green,
4.
right?
Kevin Green is number 3, but we're talking about later on. I believe number 90. Oh, you're going to hit yourself.
Peppers. Julius Peppers.
There it is. You got it. And number 1, played for the Bills.
He played for the who?
Bills.
Bruce. What's his name? Bruce. It's not Smith, right? His name wasn't Smith.
That's
Bruce
it.
Smith.
Bruce Smith. You got it. That's the top 10.
Nice.
I'm all out of prep.
I knew I was gonna get it. I just couldn't figure out. I knew I was a lot smarter than I thought I was. I just
Right.
didn't realize I was as smart as I was.
Well, I knew there would be a couple you just had never even heard of, I assume, because, yeah, they were playing when you were, before you even really got into it. So, like Dolman, players like that, my fans would probably know from, like, Tecmo Bowl and shit like that. So, that's how far back those names are. That name
Hmm.
is. Yeah, Kevin Green. I probably could have said Kevin Green was part of the Four Horsemen at one point. I don't know if that would have helped, but it happened.
From WCW Four Horsemen.
At one point, he was him. He was. Mongo McMichael was. R.I.P. Yeah.
I got Hacksaw Jim Duggan on my screen. Oh wait, never mind. I'm
Okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, I'm
You
sorry.
actually, who were my true, who were my favorites? Truly my favorites. I would definitely say Hacksaw. I would always put Hacksaw on
Hacksaw is definitely one of my favorites.
my list.
I don't remember how I was introduced to him. Just the whole walking with the 2x4, saying "ho,"
Yeah.
that was like perfect for me. And I
Yeah.
was young when I was exposed to him. So when I saw him for the first time, I was just like, "Yo, his energy is everything."
Hmm. Yeah. Good. That definitely will be one of my all-time greats. All right. So how you want to wrap this one up?
Um,
You got any stories, any tales, any situations?
no.
Uh, oh shit, John, what Christmas games are on?
Well, I will say I have something. There's some more information coming out of the AAL draft. It's so what I've been getting information is that it's going to be a snake draft, which is the first time I've ever seen
Mhm.
a snake draft.
That's
So
wild.
it's kind
That's
of
wild.
interesting.
A real life snake draft with actual players.
Yeah, so it's going to be really interesting because I've only seen it on Madden, so
People really gonna
uh,
pick up their lives and move like that? That's wild.
I don't think they got a choice. They're getting paid, so
Oh, well, there you go. It's a living then. They
yeah.
just at that point. Oh yeah.
Some of the some of them guys are going to be going overseas in a few years.
Ugh.
We just had a player sign to Mexico,
Ew.
so that's pretty cool. Another guy is going out. It's not Germany, some country that starts with the letter T.
Okay.
Yeah.
Taiwan, Thailand.
Nah, it's one of those European countries. I just can't remember what it was.
Yeah.
It's in that language that I don't understand. It might be
Okay.
like I feel like it's Tuareg or something, but I'm
That's a
probably
car.
wrong.
That's a
Huh?
car. That's a car.
Yeah, exactly. I don't know. It sounds like a car.
Oh well. You can actually buy a 2017 Touareg for $15,995 on cars.com. So go get that and
Cars.com.
park it in front of my house for me. I got nothing. We're coming up to the last minute of the hour, so we can close it out here if you want to.
All right, let's close it out then. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. If you want to watch more of GQ Plays, let me know. If there's a game that you would like to see me play, please put it in the comments. Let us know. If you want to see more of this game, put it in the comments. I don't care if you want to see more of this game, I'm going to keep playing. I'll
I
probably
agree.
play a little bit as I go. I know I said I was going to play, but I kind of got excited, so I'm going to play a little bit more. I'll give you the update next time you see me. Until next time, ladies and gentlemen, have a good one.
Mashane!
Wait, what?
All right, everybody. Thank you for coming out to check out our show. We'll be back again soon with another episode for you to enjoy. On behalf of GQ and the interns, I'm Boulevard. Peace, love, and